Meow. Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Hi, guys. Welcome to a special edition of Craft Ed. Everybody is not able to go tonight, so I thought, well, I'll just fill in the gap and go a little earlier. And my man, Rico Stan. Oh,
That was me. I'm
my
such a
my
noob.
other camera blasted.
Oh,
My
and I had you on too, so it
we're probably the
newbie.
only two people watching right now.
All these bugs in here are watching too, so that counts for. There's at least 100 around me.
There we go.
Mayflies. This is April.
Nico, okay, so I was trying to do my taxes today and I've lost them. When I rearranged the place, I thought I had it in the dry sink. That's like a little thing you keep in your kitchen where you keep like papers and important stuff. Well, I moved the dry sink and now I can't find it. So, but I found Nico's very first toy ever and he loves this thing. Oh, he's like so excited right now. Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah.
I
We're
don't know
gonna
if
see.
this is a good idea.
We're gonna see. Head's gonna just be cat handled.
He was like, oh, so excited. It was a fish that had a little stick, and I mean, I got it when he was this big, and he's hey, well, gotta hand it a little closer to me, buddy. He likes to play fetch, but right, come on. Okay, so we won't play fetch during the whole live stream, but he is a fun cat. How he does this? Oh my gosh. Okay, one last time. So, if anybody has never been to a craft ed before, this is the way we always start.
Cat fetch.
Yeah, but let's see. I'm going to get to the chat or try to comments. Oh my gosh, we've got actually people watching.
Yeah. You want me to say hello from the participants?
Sure.
No, because there's hardly any in there, and I know there's a lot more in the
Uh-huh.
thing. It's for some reason it's not populating. Let me look at it
That's all
again.
right.
Yeah, we'll use it. There's enough in there now. So hurry up, people. Say something. Type something in the chat so I can say hi to you. Craig's Catfish Cave was first off, and then Benjamin Peters and Bob Kaler. Hi, Bob. Chattanooga Ed.
Bob.
Hello, Ed. Fish and Floral. Hello,
Hello,
Gabriel. Jeff Kane, Coral Works, Mark Strilson, Mupperoni, Nancy B in Tennessee, Nathan Hovey, Night Owl Aquatics, Oinky, hi Crystal, Rocky and Miles, Sandy Dowdy, hi Sandy, Stephen P, Susan, hi Fish Trail Mom, Tampa Tom, and Vibes Aquatics. Now that's all I see on the. Oh, there's Dapper Dennis just came in. Mindy K, hi Mindy.
How do they salute in Canada?
I think they still just.
They probably do something special, like, oh, for sure, eh? It's like a maple leaf because your head's like the top part of the flower.
Maybe they do like a gang sign that looks like a maple leaf or something.
Maple leaves.
Syrup, yo!
Well, hi, Sandy.
Hi, Shane. Shane came in. Let's see. We say hi to Night Owl, Long Family Shoal. I think I got everybody so far.
Awesome. Well, I decided to go early, guys, mainly because James is having a heck of a day at his house right now. And he's like everything's going crazy and he's not able to get everything going. And he said if he can get going, then maybe we'll do a smaller show of his after this one or something.
Gotcha.
But we'll find out how it goes. But he's been like moving stuff and he's got a dog with diarrhea and his wife isn't at home. She's out shopping. So
Yeah,
it's just a bummer.
A perfect storm. You did get, before the chat even started, you got a $3 super chat from Sean Chadwick. And then
thank you, Sean.
Pooplin came in and said, Ed and Rico Stain, good evening, boys. That was a membership chat. And then Bob Kaler used his membership. He said, Nico Sports, 10 months for Bob. And then Bob just dropped a super chat for $4.99.
Oh, thank you so much.
And it says number 1 with the little fox cat that you love so much.
Oh, that's awesome.
It drives everybody crazy when I call it a fox cat.
Oh, I don't mind it at all as long as cat's in the name. But one thing is I normally with these the blocks of Sculpey, whoops, there went my phone. The Sculpey, I like to work it and make it real soft. And I do that during James's stream when people can't see my hands. I'm just kind of folding it over and over. So we've got to spend a little bit of time in this stream just warming it up and getting it loose.
It's not the normal late time, so I have no comments to make about any of that you've just said.
Yeah.
If it was later and there was, less kids possibly watching, I would make some comments.
Well, I had 2 awesome things to do this Saturday, and I felt like the one I like want to help out at my local club is having a meeting. So I really feel like I want to go to the local club meeting.
Look backstage.
Oh,
sorry.
Awesome. Good.
And real quick, you also got another membership chat from Xanadude. 4 minutes late. Hello, guys.
Zan.
Skipperoo.
He awesome bard. He's so bardly.
He's so bardly.
Hello, Skipper. Thank you for joining us.
I came in at the wrong time with this conversation.
Why is that?
Because he was kneading something, making it warm and soft. I almost left.
See, I said I wasn't going to say anything.
I'm going to say it. I don't care. I ain't scared.
Todd, Larry D came in.
Yeah.
I'm sure I missed
Larry
some people
D.
in there.
Larry D put out an awesome video. I don't know if it came out today or not because I didn't get the notification. Well, I got the notification, but already 16 people had already seen it or not seen it, but commented. So I don't even know how many people seen it. Gotcha. So I think maybe it just notified me like way late. But he's setting up a vampire crab habitat.
Nice.
Pretty awesome.
Nice.
I have 2 with no crabs. I've been crabless for over a year.
Why are you not crabbing it up?
Well, I'm being really picky. I really want the vampire crab and the rainbow crab. The vampire crab is really purple. Yeah. Or no, not the vampire. I want the Halloween crab.
Oh, okay.
It's got purple legs and it almost looks like a jack-o'-lantern on the shell.
Jack-o'-lantern?
A pumpkin. So cool. So want that. And then the rainbow crab just has a whole bunch of different colors, and I think that's pretty cool.
They're all pretty cool. I wish they were fully aquatic. I would definitely jump into them.
Be so much better.
Yeah. Oinky used her membership for 7 months and said, what glue would you use for large rock arch or wall? Would you use silicone? What would you use for a large?
Well, I have some silicone upstairs that I got or that Grant Shelby told me about. And it's how they make their scapes. And it heats up under 200 degrees, the plastic. Oh. And they're able to take it with their fingers and push it into place. But so it's real low heat. I could run and grab it. But what you can also do, this is what scapers have been doing for, I don't want to say centuries because it hasn't been centuries, but for a couple of decades, is they take the model glue or super glue, and then you take cigarette butt filters. And I recommend using you can go to the smoke shop where they sell cigarettes and papers, and they sell filters there. And then what you do is it's just like a little white round filter, and you can peel the paper off, and it's just that weird cotton that's just up and down. And you take that and you put one little drop on one part of the rock. Like, let's see, I'll pretend like this is the filter. You put that right on the rock. I should have used a different color filter.
I don't know if he'd like that.
But then you saturate it with your glue, and you take your other rock and you push it on top. And you see what it's happening is that filter is going to keep the glue from going flat and spreading. It's going to keep it a glump, and it's going to get into all the pores of the rocks and make it hold a lot better. And then you can get the instant bind, this instant set stuff, and spray that, and it doesn't kill. It's not toxic. So you squirt it, and it makes that glue instantly harden. So you can go super fast with it.
I was going to ask about this, but Select Pet already answered. Cotton balls work if you don't want to get cigarettes for the filter or get those filters from. Does cotton work just as well, or is there a really good reason to use the filters?
The filters are just like the perfect size, and they're a little thick. They're like a little more dense.
Gotcha.
Like they're made of like a paper that's long and you can pull apart versus the cotton ball that's just all smeary.
There's mayflies in here like crazy, and I know you can't see them, but they're just like, and they're like all over the place, and it's driving me crazy.
You can still do a cotton ball. I'm not trying to say John's wrong at all.
Yeah, I just wondered if there was one that was better than the other, but that was a question I was going to ask, and John had already gotten it.
Yep, you can also like break it ends of Q-tips off.
Our dungeon master's here. We got to behave. Gina came in, and so did Fish Frumer. Hello, hello. Geek Boy.
Hi, guys.
Mikey B.
I never did really finish what I was planning this weekend.
Yes.
So I was invited to go to a show in Nashville, a exotic pet show with Ginger Graves, Bob Kaler, and Tiffany White.
Nice.
And I love hanging out with that crew. They're a lot of fun, and we always got to eat and stuff. But I'm going to end up going to the club meeting just because I've been a horrible human being and have not been to any of the official club meetings in Chattanooga.
You are not a horrible human being. Horrible being.
And then it's at a pawn store I didn't even know Chattanooga had.
Nice.
So, yeah. So I told my dad, because when I took him to go see Rack, he really enjoyed Rack's koi fish pond quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, he just loved it. And then when we went to the aquatic experience, I think in 2016 up in New York, that's crazy how time flies.
Yeah.
He absolutely loved all the water features. And so who knows, maybe I can try to talk him into something.
Get a nice pond going out there. You got room for it.
Man.
Maybe just take the pool and turn it into a pond.
No.
No.
But I've got a hot tub that I can turn into a pond that I've never seen if it even works, because it looks big, gigantically old and crappy.
Yeah.
Because it's like a party tub, I think.
Just leak test it.
Yeah, for sure. And then I thought I would seal up all the holes, all the jets.
I have an inflatable hot tub. It was like $250. Makes a massive difference. It wasn't up and running this past winter, but I had it upstairs, even in the living room, not the living room, but the dining room for like 6 months. That's dangerous. Is if that would have, that's 4 people could fit in it easily, and it's in our dining room. So if it popped or something happened to it,
and you got dogs.
I mean, it was not the smartest, but I was in a place where I needed some kind of relief from the pain and stuff, and that really does help. So
that's awesome.
I got a 100-gallon stock tank I'm gonna turn into a pond this year.
Nice.
I got permission, so I'm doing
it.
Well, I don't know how big this thing is. It's about 5 foot high, maybe 4.5 foot high off the ground. I mean, it's insulated, so it's not really that deep, but that's how they had like 4 sets of stairs to get into it. But we've already torn the stairs off because we didn't like walking around them either. But I've thought about getting like a pallet of rocks once it's finished, or if I make it sealed off, get a pallet of rocks and rock it all. Oh, Nico.
Probably so, FFA. Probably so. The docs would have lectured you about an indoor hot tub being germ city.
Yeah.
Probably, but I mean, you take care of the water.
And they're all related to you, right?
Oh, I was the only one who used it.
Ah,
It was for me. But still, it's just still not, it wasn't smart. But hey, it worked for like 6 months. I got away with it.
You got lucky.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna put it out back this soon. Actually, it's so nice right now. I did my summer trim already. Nobody noticed.
wow.
Nobody noticed. Look, I trimmed it all up. Nobody said anything, man. I'm so disappointed. Nobody said.
Looks
Well,
very nice.
You look like Rico. Nothing changed.
It was a whole there was like a dog in the. I mean, there was enough hair to make a dog in the sink.
What'd you
Well, okay,
use?
real quick.
Did you use the dog brush to get rid of the shed?
no, I have a beard brush, but I just eyeballed it too. I did a pretty damn good job.
They're called the Ferminator.
That is sleek. Look at that. That is. All right,
Mhm.
keep going, Ed. I'm sorry. Hi, Melvin.
Hi, Mel. Hi, Matt. Oh, who's that? Aquatics? Oh, Mike B.
Maccabee.
I have to get kind of close to see. Well, so what I thought I would do tonight is I made a really cool sculpture that I wanted to try to win the sculpture event at the Clash. But I donated it to Dr. Awesome's awesome fish rescue thing. And I think it made like $100 or $200. It did really good.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was like 2. It was
But
up there.
now I gotta do it over, and that was super hard because I went with a gold nugget pleco
Oh yeah.
because because if I just did the yellow right on the black skin, you wouldn't be able to see the yellow one pop. So I did it all in white dots, and then covered the white dots with yellow. And it was extremely tedious and crazy hard, but it looked so good. I still think I should try to do another one.
I would. That thing was
Is that,
awesome.
is that what you're leaning towards then?
Yeah, okay, come on.
I mean, you already did it once, so at least you know how it's going to turn out, and it'll be a little bit easier the second time, right?
Yeah, maybe. I
Well,
probably should have done it
okay.
quicker.
If there's something that
Like-
you didn't like, if there's something you didn't like what you did before, you can change it.
I liked every single aspect of it. It was my favorite one I ever did, I think.
Well,
But let's see what gold nugget plecos look. I need to see how the body forms. So I just need a gold nugget pleco. Okay. Oh, gold ring. That is not what I get mad when it changes on me.
Yeah.
Pleco.
I feel like you have Tourette's right now.
That's what it feels like. The window is open, but there's a screen. I don't know if there's a hole in the screen or what, but the mayflies are crazy in here. And I wasn't in here all night, so I just came in here a little bit ago, turned on the lights, and it was like. So I don't know how they're getting in. I mean, it's a real nice new screen, but maybe it's off a little bit. It's just enough. They don't need much. They're so small.
Yeah, they don't. And they probably love them trees too.
You think so? I do.
You probably like how sweet you smell.
No. Everybody's kung fu fighting.
Oh man.
They're not gnats. They're mayflies. Yeah, they're tiny little.
With the real long wings. Oh.
Yeah, there's no way you're going to be able to see it. Yep, it's
So
not
did-
gonna.
Did you guys know that I went to a fish swap this weekend?
No.
I
Did not.
did. It was in Knoxville.
What'd you get?
Okay, so I brought $200 thinking, I'll just spend like $50. I spent $207. I spent every dollar in my wallet. It was terrible.
It's
Terrible.
quick.
Should I? But I bought a whole bunch of lights. I bought some for even saltwater stuff.
Nice.
They were $15 a piece for the saltwater and $5 for the freshwater. So I bought all them. I bought a lot of wood, and then people gave me a lot of wood, but I got the wood for these types of crafts. And should I make this bigger so you guys can see what I'm doing?
Yeah. Real quick, Scruffy City did say, is Ed early? Here, I just lost track of time. So James is not gonna. Well, James might go tonight after Ed, but he had a lot going on. He just couldn't do it. And KG Tropicals wasn't going, so Ed moved to 9 o'clock instead to split the difference. So yeah, he is early tonight.
Yeah, it's like a special today.
Terrible.
I bought a black mat to put it down so you guys could see white easier, and now I can't find my black mat. To see it, working on the thing. Oh well. I don't know what happened.
I need to take the lids off the tanks, and maybe some of the fish will get some of these flies.
Yeah, go for it. But so I bought a bunch of wood, and then I bought a couple of Gudaids, and they're really nice. I'm working on a colony of them already. I have about 12, and then I bought 3 more to add to it. 2 girls and a boy. And it's really cool because Nico just keeps giving me these sad eyes that he wants me to throw this toy. Oh, I don't know if I showed it to Skipper. This is Nico's first toy he ever had. And it used to be like a fancy goldfish. It had all the fins and everything.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, he's coming for it.
Yeah, you better be careful.
This could be a disaster. He was waiting for me to throw it. Okay. So it went in the tank.
Oh, man. Holy cow. Turn the fish toy and it goes into the tank. That ain't good.
Man, the Endlers were trying to eat that thing. It was like a swarm of Endlers all around it.
That's funny.
Yeah, those things had teeth.
You got a super.
Watch out.
You got a super sticker from TJ Autocross, 1999. Thanks for being you. It's the pair looking in a mirror.
Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. TJ's awesome.
Also, Bob Kellers gave you a $9.99 super chat. # Nico Toy Fund.
I try to buy him a lot of toys, but
Bob?
one particular toy, no, Nico.
Oh, okay.
That one particular
just talking
toy
about Bob.
Nico just loves. I wish I had something dark I could make this on so you could see it better, because it just seems like it doesn't contrast well on this.
I need to send you a message, Skipper. TJ is going to be up in this area. He's going to be in Watkins Glen. I thought maybe we could work something out where you Pennsylvania people could meet us like halfway or something, and because I know that's a spread for between you and Jason. It's still quite a bit, but
Watkins Glen. Is that up by the Finger Lakes?
It's the very bottom. Yeah, very bottom of one of the. I don't remember which lake. But it's a few months. So I thought maybe we could have a little get together. It's like July, I think. I always forget. I have the email. But Todd's coming up for a race at Watkins Glen, and I thought
cool.
we could all hang out for a day or two.
You could videotape his race, and then put it on the ASN channel.
I don't know if he's in the race. Are you, Todd? August, he said.
I bet he is. He's a race car driver.
But he races.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I didn't know if Watkins Glen is it's a big time. I didn't know if Todd was that. I thought he did more I don't know what I was thinking.
TJ's
track.
legit, dude.
Straight track, I thought. Sunshine
If I
plecos are
had-
at least $100 or more. Wow. Sunshine plecos.
Sunshine.
Todd said he'll be on the track all 3 days. Lady R came in. Delightful Delilah. We said hi to Melvin. Who else did we miss?
Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah.
Poor Delilah.
Alphon?
She's probably really bummed out today
Alishon
because her
said
two
the
favorite shows aren't on.
Finger Lakes.
Finger Lakes.
Yeah, fingers. How far away is Watkins Glen for you?
I don't know, 2.5, 3 hours.
It's about 4 for me.
Yeah. It's not horrible.
So just roughing it in right now. Not doing too bad. I want to make that real pretty top fin
Uh-oh.
that
Wally's-
really makes
Wally's-
this fish awesome.
Wally's whining at the door.
What's his daddy?
Yeah, he doesn't like
I think
when the door
Nico's
shuts.
mad that his toy's wet.
Yeah, you threw it right in the thing, huh?
Well, I threw it and it bounced off the wall and into it. I've got
Ooh.
this awesome fish tank that Bob won. I
You,
bought the ticket and then Bob won it and then he felt guilty and gave it to me. So it was pretty funny though because I bought the tickets and I was going to put all the tickets in, but then I felt guilty because James was the only person who had bought tickets for that tank. So I gave James a ticket and Bob a ticket so I wouldn't feel as bad. And then they pulled Bob's out and he gave it to me. That's kind of ornery, but it works for me.
Xanadu dropped you a $10 super chat. Says, just got a new cat tree. Both my cats are afraid of it. Also, why he needs a dog.
That's awesome.
So Ed is making. Lady Rorschach wanted to know what you're making.
I am making, I don't know if she remembered, I made a clown pleco that was auctioned in the Skipper
Clown pleco?
Peru auction.
Not a clown.
Not clown.
pleco.
Not the clown,
Oh.
right?
A gold nugget pleco. So I'm slowly making a new clown pleco for the Clash because I made it to try to win a medal at the Clash. Last year I got destroyed and they felt bad, so they made a new category. So maybe I have a better chance of winning.
Yeah, when we looked over those categories and what people put in, quite a few of us suggested to add to split it. It just didn't seem fair.
I mean, it's hard to do a sculpture as good as a painting, but those artists were pretty darn good. Bex
Well, they
and
were,
Sam
but
Scales.
I agree that it did need to spread out a little bit and not compare statues and figurines and things like that to the 2D and the 3D should have been split out. So I'm glad they did that.
Well, and mine was not real like realism. It was, you had to use your mind a little bit. I made it kind of more like a cubist type fish
Mm-hmm.
because
Did you? I thought they looked
Yeah,
pretty
they
damn
are-
good.
but they were still very squared and there weren't details. So my goal is to make it as simple but look as real as possible. Combining that. But if you're somebody judging art and you really, I don't want to say don't know what you're doing, but if you're not like into lots of forms of art, you might just say, well, what looks the most like a real fish? And that was the paintings.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
But,
Yeah, and they were
mine-
amazing. Bex and
Oh,
Rack and Sam Scales, all of those.
oh yeah.
They were
Rack
all-
had great ones too. I still have Rack's little, one of Rack's little ones, but well, that's probably what happened to Rack too, though, because Rack does the more simple looking, where you have to look outside the box, or I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
I know you're trying
You
to
know-
say. I just can't remember the name of it.
The form of art, the
Yeah,
art form.
I'm not. It's
Not
almost,
realism.
Some of it's almost like abstract in a way, but it's not. I don't know. It's hard to describe.
But I don't care. I really like my art piece. And everybody who at least everybody made me feel good and said they liked it too.
Oh yeah. I mean, I
So-
loved it. I should have stuck around for the auction and bid on it. You left it in the auction,
Oh, it's
right?
still up. No, it's upstairs.
Oh,
No, he brought it home.
he's going
I-
to bring it back. He's going to bring it back this year and give it to me. That's what I
Well,
thought. I
Sam said it was in the rules I could bring it back if I wanted.
yeah.
He said you can bring something back 2 years in a row. Because like he knows all those rules and stuff. But I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. I kind of like to do original stuff every time. Make it a little more special. You know what I mean?
Everybody's abstract, impression, interpretive, impressionism, minimalism, blah, 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 blah.
That
Oh,
one.
Guppies. Vinay came in
Nay.
almost a week after his birthday. He finally shows up in a stream. So we didn't get to
Whose
say
birthday
happy
was it
birthday to him
today?
in a stream. I forgot.
Saturday.
Is
You know,
it Beck's
yeah,
birthday
last Saturday.
today?
Is it who?
Beck's?
No,
that
Bex was
a couple days
on the
ago.
10th. I don't think anybody
saw
today, right? No,
somebody's.
not today. Not today. Tomorrow. Killer Kitty's birthday tomorrow.
No.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
Oinky wants to know if are we still trying to get together? Yeah, we were just talking about that. Thinking about somewhere maybe a little south of Watkins Glen to make it better for the Pennsylvania boys, because I think it's a little bit more Pennsylvania people. Is there any Pennsylvania girls left
Pennsylvania girl.
that would come and hang
Pennsylvania
out
girl.
with us? Maybe Jennifer Weaver.
Yeah, there's a few, couple.
I mean, there are women in Pennsylvania. I'm not saying that. I meant, to hang out with us.
The
Just
fish
cool.
ranchers,
There's
yeah,
no
too.
women in
Actually,
Pennsylvania.
I gotta
Chris,
find
what's up?
my.
Travis,
I need to find my art tools, and I can't find them.
we got that one, Matt. We got the $3 sticker at the very beginning of the show. Before it even started, Sean left that. Carrie came in.
Do this.
Susie
Hiya,
Q.
Harry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Susie came
Hiya,
in.
Suze.
Yep.
Okay, so how's this looking for a top fin?
Looks good. I like it.
There's Killer Kitty. Happy early birthday.
Yes. Happy early birthday.
You know, my brother or cousin, nephew. I almost said nephew-in-law, but he's actually my real life nephew. He's got a farm down in Texas, but his farm is just for fun because he's actually an electric, power guy, linesman.
Hmm.
And so he's training longhorn steers that have the big longhorns to ride them because he wants to ride them in parades. But he's also got donkeys and he's got pigs. And I showed the
Oh.
two pigs to Oinky, and she knew exactly what type of pigs they were. She's not joking about her name.
Yeah.
He needs to get some longhorn donkeys. That's what I'm talking about right there. Oh,
He
hi,
kept-
Uncle Bruce.
Oh, is Uncle Bruce here?
No, but they're probably watching.
He
so I
might
wanted to
be.
say hi. Yeah.
Uncle Bruce.
Thank you so much for reminding me. And for I want to say hi to oh gosh, I gotta remember her name. Brienne. Peplin Brienne. Or Brienne Peplin. I don't know if I did that right.
I don't think
You
so.
mean Roxanne?
But it's Peplin Stains daughter.
Peplin stain.
Oh my
Peplin
god.
stain.
Did I say that right?
Just can't do the pooplin, can you? Just can't do the pooplin.
Yeah. Peplin stain.
Peplin stain. Nice.
That's funny.
Ah.
So what I do is to get the eyes really nice and round, I put eye sockets in.
Peplin stain, I love it. That's what he said. Peplin said, Peplin stain, I love it. I have to keep my
Stain.
water covered. It's covered because of all the bugs. Oh, one made it into the side.
Just drink it. It's
Oh,
okay.
I think I'm going to get a drink.
Just drink
Ooh,
it.
that's
It's
some
okay.
good water.
It is protein, right?
That's what they say.
It's what we're all going to be eating one of these days. Hopefully I'm dead by then.
Gina, does that look
Ooh.
familiar? Oh,
Is Gina here?
she is. And Gina, Wally ate one of your stickers.
That just means you really like the sticker.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking there.
Poor Nico.
know we
He's
missed
just
a bunch of
sleeping
people.
down by my feet.
Well, I know we missed a bunch of people coming in, so thank you to everybody for coming in and hanging out with us.
For sure. Well, so let's talk about more things that are up like coming up in the next few weeks and months. We've got
My son is getting married in
oh
7
my
days,
gosh.
a week from today.
Oh man, you might
Wow.
wanna rethink it.
On a
What's that?
Friday?
I think it's Thursday because today's Thursday, so a week from today would be the next Thursday, 4/20.
My buddy in Missouri is getting married May 5th. That's a Friday.
Coming
And
up
I'm the
quick.
best man. They sent the suit to me, and okay, it fits like a sausage.
Wait,
And I was like,
like a sausage? If it's like a
Yeah.
sausage casing?
I felt like a sausage because it like put pressure in my armpits, and it was like this. And then he says, and we always order the vest. I don't know why the vest doesn't fit. We always order it 2 sizes bigger than the jacket size. And I read it to him, and he says, oh, that's 2 sizes smaller than the jacket size. So I have to have my mom split it out and sew in a hunk of material in the back because they don't have time to do a transplant or replacement.
So, okay, yeah, because I remember you saying that. I thought they were sending you another one.
Well, they sent me no, they didn't send me it at all. They gave it to my buddy, the jacket. So hopefully it fits.
And you're getting a different jacket, or what do you?
Yeah, I mailed the jacket back to them
okay.
today or yesterday. And my buddy, he got the wrong size pants. So they gave him new pants today and gave him the new jacket. But they said they won't have a vest like that in order. So that's why I've got to get a tailor to do it. But I'm just going to have my mother do it because she's awesome.
Gina said that's her birthday too. So she said, what I'm getting from this is Ed's coming to St. Louis for my birthday.
Well, I'll be in Columbia, Missouri.
How far away is that?
About
From St. Louis.
90 minutes it's probably about 90 minutes from St. Charles.
That's close enough.
Yeah. It's all highway. If she really had to, she could ride her bike.
Why does she have to go to you? Why can't you go to her?
Well, I'm going to be in the wedding.
I mean, it's a wedding.
I'm the best man.
So all you're doing is sign a piece of paper. You're just a witness to the tragedy.
Tragedy. You can tell Skipper's wife isn't anywhere near him right now. I always
We're
forget her
going to
name.
have 400 people there.
Gina said I can barely ride my bike around the block. $400 people.
Yeah. It's an
What a waste
outdoor
of money.
wedding.
What a waste of money. It's just
Well, that's why he's having it in the afternoon.
because it's cheaper.
You see, he's a Baptist preacher, so everybody in the church has to be invited, and past church people from other churches, and so. But I don't think he's feeding them. They're just coming for the ceremony and then they're gone.
My son is going to the Justice of the Peace, and I'm glad they decided to go that way. They're not just starting out. I mean, they've already got a house with everything. They're good. But we talked about this before. It's just amazing to me that so many people start off their life together as a couple with that huge expenditure. You know, and a lot of times families pay for it, but I don't know. I just feel like you know, do it small.
It's kind of like a test drive. Because if you don't like it, you can just return it real quick. Once you get into contract, it's hard to get rid of. So that's
you better not say that.
Killer Kitty just gifted 5 Chattanooga Ed memberships. Coral, Night Owl, Chris Aquazone, and Lady Rorschach all got some. Oh, is that? Oh, and Scuba Steve.
Woohoo!
Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Scuba Steve and not Nola Jane. I was getting off. Everybody's green. They're all green.
Wow. There is a lot of green people.
A lot of green people.
Green.
And yellow, I think.
Little green people.
Whoops. I wonder if I'm yellow.
You're yellow.
Eyes.
You're yellow.
Yeah, look, I'm yellow. I guess because it's my show.
Yeah. You better be.
If Corey came on, he'd probably be a special color. I think John's a special color too now.
Some of them have a special color and a check mark beside their name.
Yeah, isn't it just gray, highlighted gray with the check mark? Isn't that it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's like you get that once you're over 100,000 or something.
Yeah, I think so.
I should get there in about 25 years, guys.
Stephen P said an awful lot of Kermits in here. And then Nancy B from Tennessee, member for 4 months, said, I have been green for 4 months.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Nancy. But that swamp was awesome this weekend. I also bought some plants. I got some weird plants I've never seen in my life from Tanner. And you can catch Tanner with Mitch. I almost called him Mitchell. I don't know why. But Mitch on the Scruffy City Aquatic Show on, I think, Tuesdays. Yes, Tuesdays. And I saw Mitch, and I felt terrible because I talked him out of getting a free fish for his daughter, and now his daughter probably doesn't like me.
Holy shit.
But it was a placotte.
God.
And she wanted to put it in the fancy guppy tank, and I was like, I think the placotte's going to kill all your fancy guppies.
The ceiling is covered. There's got to be just a big hole. So, I keep spider webs, right? I keep spiders in here. I like spiders in here. So there's spider webs up here, and those spiders are going to eat good. It's just caked. The spider webs are caked. And so
what I'm doing right now,
covered. It's just covered.
Too big.
Yeah, you can't see them.
Well, I'm glad it's at your house. They used to be real bad like that, like 2 days of the year. I think they like swarm real bad when there's like a floodplain or a flood, and it's receding or something, and they just go crazy on the Mississippi every year. And you go to any gas station, and your car just at night, and your car gets covered in them. Pretty gross. One time we had a migration of moths, white fluffy moths that flew over the factory, and the factory has these giant intake things that suck the air from really high, and then they have ones on the side that blow it out the side. So that way, if some type of gas or something breaks anywhere, it's sucked out right away. Thousands of moths were coming down everywhere. It was like it was snowing. It was so gross because the whole swarm flying over, just getting sucked down in there.
That's funny.
It was gross.
Killer Kitty said she would be. This is a nope zone for her. She doesn't like spiders. Yeah, Michelle doesn't walk in my room. She doesn't come in here at all because of the spiders. I like them. I leave them alone. I leave the spiders alone.
Well, it's a good way to keep your wife out of your stuff, I guess.
I mean, it's my stuff is her stuff, so.
Yeah, except for the spider stuff.
No, they're hers too. They're hers too.
Yeah. I should take some out there to show them to her.
You might get hit for that one.
I would. My eardrums would break from the screaming too. I mean, she's arachnophobia. She really, really has it. Even Daddy Longlegs, she'll be in the shower and she'll be screaming my name. I'll come running in there thinking she's hurt or something, and it's a Daddy Longlegs. I'm like, they're not gonna hurt you. But no, it doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. She does not like spiders. I love to have them in here though. Since it's my room, I just let them go, whatever they are. Encourage them.
Keep the bugs out.
I mean, that used to be the sign of a clean home, right? Way back in the day, if you had a nice big spider web in the corners, they took care of so many of the bugs.
A lazy person would say.
I mean, you didn't have another way to do it back then, right? You're going to do brush them out?
I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said lazy.
Well, no. I mean, that's appropriate. I mean, it's a good description, but that's beside the point.
Okay. So that week of May 5th, on May 4th, I won't be doing a show because I'll be doing his bachelor party that night. So that's going to be fun.
So what's the bachelor party going to be? He's a Baptist priest, you said?
Yeah, they normally call themselves pastors instead of priests.
Okay. Baptist preacher.
But I mean, he'd probably be tickled if you called him a priest or a father or something.
Or a priest? What?
Yeah, they like being called brothers. He likes being called Brother Ted.
Or like Brother Dan.
Yeah. But no, I think I asked him because, it's really hard for me to plan anything because I'm not from Columbia. I really don't know what they have other than the University of Columbia, and I used to go there for football games, and that was about it,
Chuck E. Cheese.
I'm trying to think. There's some store I used to stop off all the time. Oh, there was a comic book shop that was real cool near the university that I used to go to, but he hates that type of stuff. So, but I think we're just going to go out.
Wait. He hates that kind of stuff?
Well, I shouldn't say hates. He dislikes.
You got to pick better
that
friends.
Type of stuff.
Hey, well, Kenny and Paul came in. Hello, gentlemen.
Hola, Kenny and Paul.
Kenny and Paul, gentlemen.
Speaking of Kenny and Paul, Kenny and Paul are going to co-own a baseball team together in the fantasy league. And I don't have Paul's phone number or way of contacting him I need his email so that way he can be a commissioner of his team too.
There you go, Paul.
Right.
Facebook.
So Paul, if you want to just type your phone number in chat, that would be great.
Facebook is the place. That's where Ed is the easiest way for him to get it.
And what else was I going to say? Oh,
you were talking about upcoming stuff.
Yeah, then I have Aquashella, and we'll be doing a show on Thursday night from Dallas, I'm sure. That'll be fun. Right now I'm doing the the fins that are underneath their body. And I think that might be the last week in August. So if anybody wants me to make a craft on the road, I can try. Or maybe I'll just do a fish versus fish, because those are pretty portable.
Portable.
It's easier.
Yeah. And then Rico and I will do our famous Saturday morning show from Aquashella Live in the morning. I always look forward to that because Rico is so much fun. And reminds me to ask some good questions.
I always enjoy it too because it makes me feel like I'm actually at an Aquashella, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. So it's the only way I get to experience it.
Well, it's
Or it
about
did
the
start
only way
early.
I experience it too, because I work the whole time.
Yeah, you don't get to
True.
get around and do stuff.
I think
George,
I'm going to
it
have
did-
more time this time.
It did start early. James and KG both did not go tonight. Did Kelly go tonight? I missed that if she did.
No,
Kelly didn't go
She didn't?
either. Okay. Everybody. So
So-
everybody.
It was such
got-
a nice day outside.
Yeah, it was. It was beautiful. I actually got my hardy water lily split. Finally.
That's awesome.
It was bad. It was bad. It was in a big pot. It was about this big ceramic thing. And the whole thing was just roots, really. I mean, it was 2 years it was in there. So,
Oh, it was
but
just
there was hardly any soil left at all. It was all just root.
You know what? I'm doing a rookie mistake. Something I learned to do is not add the fins till after I cook them. And then I glue the fins on.
Why is that? They're just
So-
because they're too thin, or they need the extra support, or what?
Yeah, when I cook them, they
Oh.
get real soft and they'll
Okay.
flatten out.
Okay.
But since these two are at the bottom anyway, it probably doesn't matter.
no.
I think I'm going to put a rock or something on it to bend these down a little. But holy cow, look at how fast I got this thing done in.
Very nice. Like it.
Now, are you cooking that even as okay? You're not making it go in a fish tank, so do you really have to cook it?
Yeah, I don't have to overcook it. But
Oh.
so like the ones that go in the fish tank, I overcook until it's a little brown. And let's see, I'm going to go to everybody group shot again. That way I can sand out any little bumps I want on it because it's nice and hard. I can paint it easier. It makes everything easy. I could do a different type of clay. I could do air dry clay even, but the problem is it's just so much more brittle. I really like how hard the Sculpey gets. It just really forms really strong.
Killer Kitty had a question for you, and that looks amazing. She said, "Is it a solid clay or is there foil in the middle?" So it's just solid, right?
Yeah, this one's solid. Now, I was going to do another project tonight, and maybe I don't know if I'll start it. Or Skipper, are you going to go next?
No, I got to work tomorrow.
Okay, well, then maybe what we'll do is we'll go to like 10:30 and just call it a night. Does that work for you guys?
Whatever you decide to do, I'm here with you.
Okay, well, I want to do a project where I do a foil, and it is
Do.
going to go into the tank.
Do.
I even actually started. I was making it before the show came on. I was going to start taping it. Here it is. I was stuffing this plastic bag with paper, and maybe I could still do that right now while we talk, because I want to make a rock, but I want to make it a hollow rock. So,
Robert. Hollow Rock.
oh man, Robert Ray is in the house.
Ray.
Did you guys notice last night on Dungeons and Dragons I was wearing a Breathe Right strip?
I did. I saw you put it on.
I figured your
Oh,
dad
okay.
finally had enough of your crap and socked you in the nose.
Hi, Ivy.
I just thought it'd be funny, but nobody said anything, so I just took it off after 2 hours.
I thought you had to put it on, that you needed it for something, so I didn't say anything. I mean, you put it on right in front of me, and I thought, oh, maybe he's got something going on, so he needs a extra,
Yeah, I was just Neil Smith. He used to be a football player for the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, look at that neat background. He always wore those when he played football, and it was pretty funny.
Oh,
So he could breathe better before he was out there. So this is just a bunch of plastic bags and garbagey paper. And I'm going to tape it all up. And then what we'll do next week, we'll form a rock around it for my project for next week.
rock around the bag.
But
Dr.
I don't
A.
know. Is I Hate Stupid People on tonight?
I haven't
didn't
seen
see
stuff
her.
today. Yeah.
Does she work during the day?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, nuts. I'm trying.
I don't know if every day. I
find-
don't know if she works every day, but
Okay. Well, I'd like to ask her if she would like to play on our Friday afternoon show.
who was going to DM that?
XDo is going to DM it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure about that.
And
You
so
probably even mentioned that last night because Jason was asking, and I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure who was going to do that one. Do you have the pictures by chance that Jason made, Skipper?
yeah.
You should let's see those.
All right, give me a few minutes. I got time now.
well, we have my brother is going to play with us, and Rico, and XDo. Did we have anyone else?
I should reach out to Alexander and see if he's available on Fridays. I don't know if he is.
That'd be awesome.
One's good enough for me.
Well, and it's really hard to find people during the middle of the day, but those people might be more free.
Dr.
She said, "I'm
Awesome
going to
here.
try."
Dr. Awesome is here, and we did find out today that Surf City Cichlids, who won the trip to Peru, is still alive.
Oh.
He wasn't taken out or anything because we didn't see him for a while, so there was some questions raised. But Surf City is still good. He's still okay. He...
I forgot all about that because I thought about it on the way home from the show, thinking, "Oh man, I forgot to see who won at the drawing because I was at the swap." And then, by the time I got home, I forgot to look it up again.
Again, I said this a bunch of times. So, it's cool. Whoever wins, that's awesome. It's all about supporting the research center, but it's nice that it was somebody from the community that won. I like that.
It would have been really cool though if it would have been me.
Could you do a trip to Peru?
I bought
Yeah, you
one
travel.
for me.
You travel pretty good. Yeah, you go all over the place.
Well, I've never been off the continent. I've been like to the Yucatan and all that, and I've been all over Canada, but I've come really close to Cuba fishing, but I've never actually stepped foot on it. But I mean, that's still considered North America, I think, or at least an island. But I've never been to like South America or Europe or any of the others.
Same here. North America, Mexico, and Canada. That's it. That's it. No, I have not left North America.
We almost went to go see my German get married like 12 years ago.
My German?
Well, my German exchange student.
My
My dad
you have
and
your
my
own
brother
German?
and I. Yeah. He's a professional hockey player. He's a real fun guy. But now he's a Well, he's still a professional hockey player, but he's like almost like in their minor leagues. It's more just for fun. They have a really neat system how they play sports there, because the teams, every city has like a top tier, but they have like all the way from kindergarten up, like going to get to the top. And then the very top one is where they decide if they want to hire people like outside of the area to become super good, or just be at the top of like the minor leagues and be local. And so he used to be on the pro circuit where he went all over, but now he's just in his town. And I think he's a Hamburg Mosquito or something like that. But it's still cool. But I mean, now he's like probably almost 40, so it's kind of getting old for a hockey goalie.
Almost 40.
I know.
I've got clothes that old.
Strange.
I'm 40.
Well,
What are you doing?
I'm 40, but I can't find them pics.
Oh, I thought you already had them. I don't want you digging through them, doing a bunch of work. I was hoping you had one to throw up on the background. I think Jason did a great job with whichever AI he used.
Found it.
To do that, to make all those things, even if I don't have any, my character is disabled that Jason made for me. He's missing.
Yeah, he is.
I was going to say a friend, but he's more of just a classmate. Because I just talked to him like at lunch and stuff. I never really did anything with him. His name was Kirk something. But when he was in high school, got ran over while he was on his bicycle by an old lady. And she went like 20 miles per hour for like a mile. And he was just being drugged on the ground real slowly on his bike with his bicycle. And it rubbed his nipples off, and he didn't have nipples. So I wanted to share that story with you.
Yeah, thank you.
But he didn't have a single broken bone. He just had the worst.
It's very slowly too, like that. Just why would she not stop? Why would she not stop? She's like freaking out. She probably panicked, but she didn't speed off.
Think she knew.
No.
She just like crunch. Scraping him down the neighbor, and it was all the way to her. Drug her all the way to her house.
Jesus,
drug him to her house.
Oh, you said drug her, and I was like, oh no, that's somehow worse.
No, drug him all the way to her house.
That's crazy. That's horrible. Why am I laughing? That's just horrible.
Oh gosh, that would hurt like crazy.
Yeah, it would.
Well, I wanted to share that story with you yesterday, but I didn't think it'd be appropriate during the D&D campaign.
I think it probably would have been more appropriate there than here.
Yeah, because we were already on that topic anyways.
Yeah, but Tom's here.
Oinky said if I had won the trip, I would have asked members of the Fish Fam to go with me. And Ed, you were the first person I planned to ask. I know how you would have loved to go.
Oh my gosh, you're so awesome. Well, I would have went and I would have bought you a pig.
Bought you a pig.
Do they have Peruvian pigs?
Peru pig. Pig Peru. Peru's
Peruvian
the pigs.
Pig.
Peruvian pigs.
That would have been awesome. Well, I would like to have snorkeled in the waters and videotaped some of the fish. I would have tried catching them also, but I don't think I would bring any home because it costs so much. Dr. Anthony was saying it was $1,200 to bring home 6 boxes or something. So I don't know if I'd bring any fish home. I think I'd just bring home art and great memories.
Guinea pigs. They have guinea pigs.
Eat them. Eat guinea pigs.
Are they good?
Yep.
I don't know.
I just figured you did.
Rabbits.
I figured you've had it all. Squirrel, bat.
I mean, no.
Don't eat
I
bats.
eat-
They
I
eat mosquitoes. We need bats.
Yeah, I love bats. Except when they're in your house. They're just I don't mind them at all. I mean, they don't scare me, but when they're in your house and they're flapping around, there's just something about
Well,
it that scares you. You can't help it.
What I don't like is that they poop and pee all over.
Yeah.
Guano.
So I don't want them in my house because of that.
Excuse me.
Color Guppy said he
I
will
pulled-
forever cherish his nipples now, never take them for granted.
Yep.
Peplin
I
says, I wonder if it felt good for the first 10 feet or so.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Did it
I mean, the
tickle?
adrenaline's kicking in, so maybe. I don't know.
Well,
Oh,
if
so
he's
much
at the
fun.
wedding, I'll interview him and ask him
Oh my.
because he shares that story with everybody. That's like his opening line to when he meets someone.
Yeah. How you doing? I have no nipples. Yeah, I can see that. I can see
Yeah,
that.
well,
That's
I mean, I didn't even know that he was like he's 2 years younger than me at class, and I saw him in college. And so I asked him, "Hey, you want to come eat lunch with us? Because we're eating lunch." And he said, "Sure." And then like that's when he started telling us all about his nipples and wanted to show us. And it's like I don't want to see that at lunch.
you looked though.
No,
You
I
did.
got up. I got up
You,
and left. I didn't look.
And I haven't had
Swear to
pepperoni
God.
since.
did you should have looked and held up pepper and he just said, "Here, this may help."
Yeah. Smack.
Yeah.
That's so wrong.
Little piece of corn in the middle.
I don't think I ever asked him to eat lunch with us again after that.
He's been shunned.
Yeah,
Uh,
when I saw him, hi Kirk. And just keep walking.
Poor guy.
No, I don't think I shunned him. And he's probably watching right now, and that'd be really sad.
Color Guppy said I would take a marker and add a dot.
Oh my. Something wrong.
Well,
with
he was a smart guy. So he was hanging out with a bunch of art students. Maybe one of them could have painted one on for him.
it's possible.
Bunny Viper just said I'd get tattooed. Yeah, yeah. Perfect time for the I'm into that, thing, the Skeletor. I'm into that.
Oh gosh. Okay, so after Aquashella, do we know when Aquashella is like the second week or third week of May?
I would hope you know.
I think I come home for a week and then I'm going to Charlotte.
What's in Charlotte?
Charlotte
Paul's
has
going to?
I don't know. I think Paul said he wasn't going to it.
I think you're right.
But-
I think you're right.
It's a big aquatic show. They asked me to come, so I thought, well, I'll do that if somebody asks me. And I haven't signed up for the Aquascape. I think they just want somebody to videotape stuff, and promote it. Because they've never had any promotion or YouTube outside influence, really.
Hmm.
And he came up to the Clash last year and really thought that was cool.
Oh yeah. What's his he has a YouTube channel now, doesn't he? The
Oh, I
person
didn't
who's
know that.
the person who's running it. Because you've told me about that guy, and I thought he had a YouTube channel now because of all this stuff at the Clash. They wanted to take that playbook and sort of make the same type of show down there. He liked it so much. And I don't remember what his name was though, but I thought he had one.
I thought of two different ways we could do this, Rico. If I get into the Aquascape, I thought about setting the camera up and maybe a second camera, 2 cameras, and have you be at home and switch it, whatever you want. We could do like a live stream with 2 cameras going.
Okay. Yeah.
If you would want to do that, I don't know. It may be a terrible sound area or signal area.
Oh,
So that may
gotcha.
not be able to work.
Yeah.
And then, and that's something that I always do is I walk around the place before we do Aquashella and I make sure that where I can walk and where I can't walk. And like last year, we couldn't do any streams where we were doing the aquascape last year because it was like a dead zone.
Gotcha.
But I think maybe I'll set up a camera or two and just videotape it. Maybe I could splice something together. Might be fun.
Cat House knew who that person was, and I'm up for that. Yeah, you let me know whatever I can do to help. I'm there.
Cat House knows Kirk. I would think
Saburai
Jimmy P would
Aquatics.
know Kirk.
I
before him.
remember that person now. I forgot his first name, but I
Sabo.
did talk to him for a little bit. What is
Sabo? Is it Stabo? Stibo?
Isn't that his last name? What's his first name?
Oh, I don't know. That's the name on Facebook.
Oh, I could be wrong, but
But
I did get to talk to him a little bit. Now, who's that, Skipper? Which one was that? Was that you?
That's Ed.
it's me.
That's Ed.
The
That's Ed.
first
That's
one,
my
the
guy.
first one was me.
Okay.
See, I'm like this. And then I would like to go to Delilah Critter's pet store and maybe ask Delilah what her favorite fish is. And then we could go to it and she could tell me why it's her favorite fish in the store or recommend a fish to sell me at the store. And she could say why. If she's up to it. And maybe she's not, and that's just fine. I'll just look at the stuff at the fish store.
Well, and plus you get to say hi to her. So
Yeah.
she says, "Nice. I'd love to see it upscale."
Oh, well,
There we
here,
go.
let me see if I. Oh, Rico's is really neat. Let's see if I can.
I mean, it's a little. You know, it reminds me of when people said I look like the guy in the kilt. You know, at the Clash, it sort of gives me the same vibe.
There it is.
There's
And,
the six finger.
Yeah, look at the hand.
That's-
The hand's all weirded out, and I have no nipples, so I must have been dragged under a car as well.
Well, your hair might be covering it, and your other thing.
And my whatever the Star Trek badger, and the ears, you know, a little bit, you know.
But I was also saying maybe you were hatched. Do hatched things have nipples? I don't
Only-
think so,
No,
because they
No.
don't produce milk because they eat their egg yolk.
there's no chicken nipples. That
And look,
looks
that
very
looks
much
just like X2.
I think so. Nathan said that was a real picture of me.
It's
Back
really
in the-
close.
Back in the college days.
That's why
I mean, it's
Rico
a
never
little bit-
takes his
you
shirt
know.
off on camera.
The nose is quite a bit bigger. The ears are huge. I've got sexy little ears. I mean, but the image didn't have any nipples, so that became a backstory as well, where I myself do not. My character doesn't have any nipples, so it's funny that we had brought that up. And yeah, you should have told us that last night. It would have been perfect. But it actually was incorporated into my character's story. It's why I left my village to you know, venture out in the world, is to get my nipples back from the god that stole them. And that's Kenny. ABC.
I'm going to be deleting my character.
Where's
Oh, I think I'm just going to. I don't know if I should put these extra ones. That's Kenny. He's a demon person.
Dragon person. Dragonborn.
Oh, a dragon person.
what did I do with?
So it was a donkey and dragon type thing from Shrek going on there with his parents.
Yeah, right.
Donkey.
Oh, there it is. I forgot the. Whoops.
He's just focused, Dr. A.
Oh, what did Dr. Anthony say?
Color Guppies, the keeper of souls and nipples. Watch what you sign.
Oh. Color
What is
Guppies
he?
is some of the neatest guppies in the world.
He's Dragonborn, Coro. Dragonborn.
Is Dr. Anthony saying I'm not paying attention to him?
He just said that, did I piss you off?
No.
I would say yes now. I think now. you
Rico
should say
kind of
yes.
pisses off
Yeah.
everybody.
Now I'm pissed.
I don't piss off anybody. If they do get pissed off, well,
No,
I'll be pissed off and pissed on.
no, I was getting these things for us here.
Yeah, do we have one for Whip yet?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I thought I had
Oh,
it.
okay.
I
Whip
did.
Whip is playing a female half elf,
freaking hot one too.
who has a southern drawl. She's like, "Oh my!"
That's so freaking funny.
But like we're gonna ask Alexander if he'd like to play,
There we
because
go.
he's definitely been on the list. But if there's anybody else that's free on Friday afternoons, like at what do you think,
Lizard.
12 o'clock or 11 o'clock ish? I'm gonna have to wake up early
No, I'm thinking
tomorrow.
I
have an 8 o'clock appointment tomorrow in the morning.
I'm thinking noon or even 1 p.m. Eastern time would be better. That
Okay,
way,
that's
if it
fine,
is
too.
somebody on the West Coast, like Alexander, if he can join, then it's a little easier,
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and
Well,
Whip,
my
you can-
brother's in Central Time. He's in St.
so that'd be
Louis.
noon. Whips into all the belts and stuff there. You can see he's very. How does Whip get his voice higher? Ice baths. Practice, practice, practice.
I think that's Whip's been practicing for a long time because he's got it down.
It's weird how southern it is, though.
So wrong.
He's getting ready to move
Is
to
he here?
Tennessee. So he's getting that. Even though Tennessee's not exactly southern, it's close.
He had a Tennessee hat on.
Tennessee what?
He had a Tennessee baseball hat on yesterday.
Do you know who this is?
Maybe
Yes, I do.
That ain't working right.
somebody I haven't seen in forever.
I put that up one time whenever we were streaming. It freaked the hell out of her. All right, enough of that. All right,
That was
Dr.
fun.
Anthony, what's up? Sorry, bud. I was a little
He's
preoccupied.
doing a stream on Saturday
Yeah, so am I.
at noon, I believe, right? No, for
I'm
him,
working.
noon Eastern time. I think it was, wasn't it? Or maybe I got it wrong the wrong way. I don't remember.
He did the giveaway last week.
Yeah,
Um,
What do you think?
I hear she hates Rico's dad. I mean, she does
It's
not.
almost too white to see. I think it's going to look good once I paint it black. So, did we have any fish questions? We don't want people to leave because we're not talking about fish.
Well, you're doing fishy stuff.
Yeah. That's true.
Whip
You want
wants
to tell them
know-
what it is again? Oh, sorry.
He wants to know if that is a bull shark. Could be.
Who said a bull shark? Thank you, Oinky. Oinky likes it. Chris said she likes it. Or no, Chris says he likes it. Sorry.
3
I thought that was a
p.m.
different Chris.
Pacific, which is 6 p.m. Eastern. They're breeding catfish. And yes, the auction is this weekend at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got quite a few people, actually. It'll be good.
Nathan wants to know. Nathan, can Ed make a pleco? There's a typo there, right? Pleco something in the shape of a pleco. Make a pleco cave in the shape of a pleco. There we go.
Huh. That's interesting. I wonder if they go in it. Would they swim into its mouth?
Try it and see. Yeah,
Probably.
that might be interesting. That might be cool. Something like that. That's not just a weird shape.
Or how about this? How about a statue of a pleco on top of a pleco cave? So it looks like, like a a shrine to Plecos. And then I
Either
could like
one.
make etchings all over it and stuff and make it look like
Ah.
like some society that used to worship the Plecos. Because
either
Plecos don't
one
have
would
a
be
very
cool.
good mouth. Their mouths
I'm-
aren't even a wide open mouth. Do they have a jawbone? Dr. Anthony, do Plecos have jawbones?
But you could make it to where it's sitting on top of the piece of wood as it's going in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. If I made the cave and then make a statue of a Pleco on top
Yeah.
and look real rustic. So
Society of the Sucker. Yeah. That's a good one.
He says they do have jawbones. And Boots and Cats is making a Pleco cave
it's
with
really
the opening
small.
where the tail would be.
but I could make it look like really old and sculpted like that. Just with a cave instead of upright with a I could almost do a PVC cave and just put the stuff around the PVC.
Some
Good.
ideas. Some
I
ideas.
appreciate any suggestions and I will try it. So maybe next week, instead of me making my ornamental rock thing, I might try to make a Pleco cave ornament. I like it. Bootcat's here. Oh, I got my the good dads are from John from Select Pet.
Oh, that's cool.
Mr.
Yeah.
Select Pet is closing in on 1,000 subs too.
Oh yeah, if anybody hasn't subbed to Select Pet, it would be awesome if you would. And if you don't like him, do it for me and don't ring the bell, because
Hi, George.
it'll just make you feel good about yourself that you helped somebody that helps everybody else. He has helped so many clubs. He has personally helped 3 clubs in Tennessee fill. And I mean, that's awesome, because he has one up in Kentucky, and then comes down all the way 4.5 hours to help grow these other clubs. So nice.
And not to take anything away from George, I just saw George post from John, but Foxanne is also very, very close to 1K.
Oh, Foxy's awesome too. So, yeah, if you guys, probably everybody came from there, but if you're ever, maybe you come straight to work and get on here now, but maybe you're sick one day and you have nothing to do before the streams, and then you realize, oh, Foxanne is on at 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock before
7
KG
p.m.
Tropicals.
7 p.m.
7
Eastern
p.m.
Standard Time.
Okay. Normally, okay, this is what I do. It's terrible. I go on there and I say hi to her, and then I normally take an 1.5 hour nap. So I'm fresh for all the streams.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do 3 streams.
Yeah.
And I just try to get a little nap in right before the shows. So I'm really fresh. And tonight I went on there and said hi. And then my mom called me and said that she made a spaghetti casserole. And it sounds gross, but it was actually delicious. So I went and I ate that. And I didn't get a nap today. Oh, well, it's also because we started so much earlier.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what we were doing. Oh, gosh,
Everybody
what
was asking for links, and they were asking for John's, and John dropped Foxy's.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, so he dropped that one. For some reason, it's weird.
I mean, there's places to go to find everybody. You know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, what did I can't see. It looks like we've got a fish question from Oinky that says, does anybody have experience with Lake Tanganyika fish? Biotopes tanks? It's probably, those lakes used to be part of the ocean and then they got closed off. And they claim that's why the African cichlids are so amazingly beautiful. But they're also really the water's hard. There's not a ton of plants, it's a lot of rocks. So I think if you go heavily rock, you'll be fine with it. I'm trying to think. I think Paul has done a lot of those. But what the coolest African cichlid tank I ever did, and it was super successful. I mean, I had millions of babies coming out of it. It was my 125, and I bought a whole bunch of pottery, like ancient pottery that you're supposed to put in your garden. And it's like the old type curved round, like Greek type pots. And I put all these pots like they'd fallen out of a boat and put them at different angles and stuff. There was probably 25 pots in that tank and sand. And those fish loved it because they were able to have, the parents were able to stay in a pot with some fish, with a bunch of fry. And everybody had a home. People that weren't interested in having families would just swim all day at the top. I didn't hardly have any aggression in that tank. And I absolutely loved it. That was the best African cichlid tank I ever had. And I bet you I kept it around for about 6 years until I had a sump pump break and flooded my house or my office. And it was horrific because I was on vacation and it smelled like a dead carp was left out in the kitchen when I opened the door.
Yeah.
So bad.
So we used to do that at work on purpose. Like when somebody went on vacation, we would leave something in their office. So I started it because somebody made me a little perturbed. So I left a half-eaten, I don't remember what it was. It was like fried chicken or something. But it was in the styrofoam, and I put it underneath their desk, and they were gone for a week. So when they came back, and Faye, I know the infectious disease people are going to be after me for that too. But so then it started the whole thing, though. We were all doing it. So anytime somebody went on vacation, you knew when you came back. Luckily, I had a key to my door and didn't have to worry about it. Nobody else had, because I was in another section. There was a back around the corner, so they couldn't get in mine and leave anything. But everybody else was doing it to everybody. It was disgusting. You'd walk in and somebody did fish too, some type of fish. They left it in there and it was there for a week. Half-eaten fish.
My dad, when I was a little kid, used to love messing with his friends when they got married. And he would take stink bait and put it on a plate and put it under the back seat of the guy's car. And he did that to everybody who got married. So mean. I don't know why he did.
He was just letting them know what to expect.
Yeah.
And my dad is like the most mild, nice guy in the world, but what ornery thing. He also lost a bet once to a guy and glued 1,500 pennies together and gave it to him in a giant penny stick.
Have you seen those? Not to change the subject, but have you seen those floors that people do? They put down the pennies and they do the resin stuff on top of it.
I've seen the bars they've done, and they use the resin epoxy.
Yeah,
that was pretty sweet.
It looks cool. I think it's illegal,
and
it's money, so you're not supposed to. You're not. It's illegal to deface money that way. So I think it's.
You're not really defacing it if you're still showing the face.
You can't use it, and it's been dipped in that stuff, so it's I don't think anybody had ever come after like anyway for it, but.
At my old house in Kansas or in St. Louis, I had a jacuzzi tub in my bathroom, and I built, I put it in myself, and I took mosaic glass and I put it all around and I just glued them down I didn't put putty, but then I poured that stuff that you pour on decks
Yeah.
all over it, and it looks so cool.
Nice.
It looked amazing. And then I did the same thing. I made mirror frames around the mirrors in the master bathroom too. The people that bought my house asked for all my mirrors because they loved all my mirrors I made. The mirror in I made my guest bathroom was a fish bathroom. So everything was fish related. And I had taken 1x5s and cut them at 45-degree angles and put it together as a frame. And then I drilled holes in it and I put these little metal antique looking fish lights. Then I pushed them through, and then I attached the fish lights all the way around it. And they I don't know if they didn't look antique. They kind of look like something for the Bahamas or something, but kind of rustic. And it was the coolest mirror in the world. And they wanted to make sure they get that too from me. It's like, yeah. The only thing I didn't give up was my lawnmower. It's like, yeah, I need a lawnmower to mow my own grass when I move here.
You know why they wanted the mirrors? Why they wanted all your mirrors? Because they had those images of you in it. You know, they saw you in the mirror, and they had to have it.
I wasn't there,
But
but they saw all the photos of, because like I painted the walls and stuff too, and the stupid realtor said I had to paint all my art over and make it all white, so they could paint it whatever they wanted. And they saw all the photos of all the because what I did was I did backdrops like at a photo studio. You have like different smears of color and stuff, and lighter in the middle, darker. And I did that all over, and it looked real cool. But I painted over all of it, and they were like, "Oh, that was so awesome. We wish you would have left it." So sometimes realtors are stupid.
yes.
So people are saying that it's not illegal. I just saw the very first one I looked at was Live Science. It says it is. We're going to look at ABC 13. Let's see what they say.
I mean, I seen it on TV, so it's okay.
Whoever mutilates, cuts, defaces, defigures, or perforates, or unites, or cements together, or does any other thing to any bank bill, draft note, or other evidence of debt, it is. Shall be fined under this title, or so it is. It's the answer's complicated. 18 USC 333 US Code Section 333.
So the
But
English version,
it says intent. Key phrase in the statute is with the intent to render unfit to be reissued. So if you make it so it can't be used again, then that's it. It is illegal to do according to that statute.
I think that's just the bills.
Well, it does say this other one does say coins as well. Here's the actual Orleighton's coins. According to Title 18, Chapter 17 of the U.S. Code, related to coins and currency, anyone who alters, defaces, mutilates, impairs, diminishes, falsifies, scales, or lightens coins can face fines or prison time. Same goes for debasing, that is decreasing the amount of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jennifer Weaver's here.
Hello, Jen.
But still, nobody's ever. Nobody's going to come after you for doing it. And I see those all the time too. I see people make rings out of quarters and do all kinds of different things. But
Well, holy cow! You've been to one of them bars where the ceiling's covered with dollar bills with names on it.
Yeah, nobody really.
I mean, just think about it.
Yeah, nobody's going to.
Your evidence with your first and last name wrote on it.
Yeah.
You know,
See you, Brother
Jennifer
Dan.
Weaver.
Good night, brother.
Hi, Dan. Jennifer Weaver sent me a block of bologna, and it is like I cut a slice off every day and eat it. I've stopped making sandwiches with it, and I just eat just the bologna, and I eat it really small so I can savor it.
It's that Lebanon.
But when I cut
bologna,
it,
right?
yeah, when I cut it, it tastes or it smells just like a campfire.
Because it's smoked.
It's so amazing.
I don't
And
know.
then
I
I
didn't
just
get
eat
to
it as
taste it.
slow as possible.
And you know, I did have it at Clash, and I forgot about it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
That's all right.
You should try it, Rico.
I understood our relationship much better after finding out about that. I understood where we stood.
Well, I didn't realize you really fantasized about my meat.
Oh yeah, all the time, all the time. I mean, Ed's always talking about how good it tastes. So
Well, I had to force it upon him.
story of your life.
I was
isn't it?
him and Jason kept shoving it in my face, and I kept saying it's gonna make me puke if I stick that in my mouth and eat that. And
What happened? You were in heaven.
it was delicious, and I was in heaven.
I do need to try some.
I really thought bologna. It looked like it was hot bologna,
I'm trying to bring
and
it.
I thought I was gonna get sick. And
Hot bologna? Like, what do you mean hot bologna? Like,
So you
like
can get
sweaty hot bologna.
oh, just like room temperature, warm, like it's been sitting out in somebody's car for a couple of days, kind of look.
Yeah. Well, and they're playing with it and everything, swinging it around. This is the best bologna in the world. It's like, okay, you guys just eat your own bologna. I don't need it. And it was the best bologna I've ever
I
had.
cornered him.
Those pilgrims know how to make it.
Take it. Pilgrims, the Amish.
The
The
Amish.
Amish people.
Is it Amish who make it?
No.
You
No.
know what?
That's
I
a
got a beef
compliment.
with the Amish.
Oh no.
The Amish always call people that aren't Amish the English.
Yeah.
It's true. English or Dutch?
Well, I'm Czech.
Well, there's no check. It's English or Dutch.
Well, then they're going to be pilgrims from now on.
I don't think they're gonna know, Ed. I don't think they're gonna know.
They're not.
They don't get
Well, if they call-
notifications.
Well, no, we got one of their herds, or not herds, outfits, whatever. I don't know what it's called. Their
Communities, herds.
communities near us, and they make really good apple butter that we like to get.
I think. Oh man.
But if they call me English, I'm going to call them a pilgrim from now on. I've decided.
Yeah, I don't know what the story is with that, with why they call every other community, every other.
And
what it's-
Debs, it's
civilization
nothing
or-
personal towards you. You're a very lovely English person, but I don't want to be called an English person unless I'm English. It's like
Jennifer
it
Weaver
feels
said
like
the younger Amish call us white people. Oh my God, these bugs.
well, it's like it makes me feel like they were the ones that won the Revolutionary War and we were the redcoats when they call us the English. That's how it feels to me. Because they're still kind of in that day, and it's like they didn't want to break traditions, and that's why they still live the same way. I don't know. Oh, look! It's Chris from Chris's AutoZone,
AutoZone.
and I've got his fish.
AutoZone.
I was gonna mail it, and now Chris, are you gonna be at Aquashella? Because I will just hand it to you personally. This is the only fish that hasn't been shipped. And then I also I discovered the 3 ornaments that I got, or I made at Christmas time to give to people. And one goes to Rico. So I've got a bunch of stuff for Rico. I've got a
Nice.
Christmas ornament. I've got a Pleco shirt that somebody else won that wanted to give it to you. So I've got a Pleco shirt, an ornament, and some other trashy stuff.
Trashy stuff. You're just gonna send me your trash, or is it like girls?
Oh,
and
fun garbage.
short shorts and
Kind of.
tattoo? That's my kind
Well,
of traffic.
you know what I got you last year for Christmas?
That's true.
Jimmy P is in the
True.
house.
It was models. It was models like glue, models, plastic models of
Uh-huh.
models.
That's-
It was like 2 of them.
It was so stupid.
I think you showed it.
It's
Well-
in this filing cabinet back here still. I haven't done anything with it.
I debated painting them, but I thought it would be better if you got it just how it was. But I was going to put them together and paint them for you. But Robert, I was helping Robert from TN Aqua because he needed help with getting some models for World War II airplanes. And I ran across those there. They also had like gas station attendants. They had lizard lot girls. They had hitchhiking girls. And I'm like, what are people making models of?
Well, you want it to be realistic, you know?
So I went with the cleanest ones for you, but they were still weird.
I would have liked the dirtiest ones, you know?
Well, yeah.
More experienced.
More experience.
So crazy. Well, we've been going for an hour and 40 minutes, guys. It's 10:44. We were going to stop at 10:30. Thank you, was there any last questions or anything that anybody asked? Or did you guys want to say anything?
Chat the last whole half hour. So anybody saying hi or anything? Sorry. Hi. Hello, everybody. I didn't see any questions.
Skippers, are the cookies all gone? He says,
No.
You know, I went to Walmart in Cleveland. That's the one near Bob. And they had so much Easter candy for sale. It was insane. Like nobody else is that much. I don't know how they got so much, but it was all half off. So I've eaten about I've eaten 3 bags already of peanut butter eggs. Those that are like this big.
Michelle brought me this home. I'm trying not to eat sugar.
Oh, that's
Killer
nice.
Kitty gave you a $5 super chat for her birthday.
Thank you so much.
Tomorrow. Her birthday in an hour and 15 minutes.
Doesn't seem fair. Well, Killer Kitty, if you're off on Fridays, think about joining us with playing Dungeons and Dragons, because we'd love to have you. And if you've never played before, we will teach you, because it's very simple and it's a lot of fun, and it'll actually stimulate your brain and improve your intelligence score. Maybe.
I mean, Skipper can do it.
Yeah, Skipper is awesome. Last night, Skipper and I had the most awesome setup to destroy the bad guys and have them crash into our wall, and we'd be like, Trojans, or wait, was it Trojan? Sparta. We'd, like that. And it didn't work because it didn't come down the hall.
We
got one.
Out very well.
Yeah, it just would have been really.
Somebody was laying down on the job, though.
Lady R wants to get in on it.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I would love doing that with you, Lady R. But guys, thank you so much, and just reach me on Facebook or Instagram or that thing where people talk on. I don't know what it's called. Discord. Yeah.
It's not. I'm sorry, Dr. Awesome. It's not set up yet. We want to start doing it soon. I don't know what channel. We haven't talked about whose channel is the D&D is going to be on or any of that kind of stuff.
I think it's going to be on Degenerate's channel. Or on Mr. Manifesto channel. Oh. Yeah, we're just going to keep putting more Dungeons and Dragons on the same one.
Oh, okay. Which is fine. Whatever. I'm not picky. So there we go. It's going to be on the Mr. Manifesto channel, but not tomorrow. We're putting everything together and getting stuff going. I don't know when it'll actually start, right? It could be a month.
Yeah, it could be. If the channel would ever get enough people and be monetized, then we could pay for all the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Because it actually costs a lot for the guy who runs it. It kind of stinks. But, well, thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you, mods, for being there. Thank you, everybody, for coming and showing up. I thank you for coming up early, everybody. And Rico and Skipper, you guys are awesome, too. Hey, how did I get on the bottom? That's weird.
Magic.
I just noticed that. Oh, well. But thank you guys for coming. And we will catch you next week, either at 9:30 on Fish Room Fever or 10:30 on Crafted. And then we'll also be doing all of our other shows in between. Rico, do you got a big show coming up on Tuesday?
Yes, Mark Strilson will be my guest for the Focus On. And Saturday we're not. Saturday we're not streaming because the auction is this Saturday instead. Skipper was not feeling well last week, so we moved it to this week. So we're not doing Saturday, but the following Saturday we will. And I'm not sure yet on the guest, but there is going to be a Focus On the following Saturday as well. So Tuesday
That's
is
awesome.
Mark Strilson, and then I've got a bunch more people coming. So we're going to do them on Tuesdays and Saturdays, except that second Saturday of the month when the auction happens.
And then Skipper, you've got a heavy weekend. You've got the auction tomorrow night. At what time?
No, Friday. Tomorrow night's our ASE.
Oh yeah, don't forget to go to our football channel that has 50 subs.
And Saturday
yeah.
is the auction, and then Sunday is regular stream at 6 p.m. and Lady Rorschach is going to be the guest.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Well, guys, we'll see y'all in the future. Oh, and then our Dungeons and Dragons Wednesday on the Mr. Manifesto's channel. And we're over 100 subs, so that's awesome. And we're pretty dorky, so it's always fun. And maybe I'll try to get Jimmy P to, if Kenny gives me permission to have channel or shows, maybe I'll ask Jimmy P one day to maybe me and him will talk baseball or something. But
I don't think he'll care.
We'll catch y'all later. Thank you everybody for coming. You're all awesome. Bye.
Bye-bye.